guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's makeup look is brought to you by Sleek Makeup. Thank you so much to Sleek Makeup for sponsoring this video and giving me all of your goodies. I am literally amazed, and you guys will see my first impressions with Sleek Makeup throughout this video. Sleek Makeup basically had everything that I needed to complete this makeup look as beautiful as it did. So if you guys want to learn how to achieve this beautiful and very different holiday makeup look, then please keep on watching. So for today's makeup look, as you can tell from the beginning, I'm going to be doing a holiday inspired makeup look. I took it from I Love Sera E, which is Karen. This is the picture that I pulled, the inspo pic. She is basically just wearing a very pretty blue eye. I did my brows off camera, as you can tell. I do have a brow tutorial up. You can go check that out. It has not changed. All I use is the ABH brow definer and some concealer. So I'm going to take my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is shade Custard. Just gonna prime my eyes with this. I am really going to buff this outwards out here because I really want to buff out all of the shadows and then be able to clean it up and it be like a nice sharp wing effect. You know what I mean? Okay, so once that is buffed out, I'm just going to set with a translucent powder. This is my Laura Mercier translucent powder, as you all know. One of my faves, must-haves. I'm actually going to set all the way up to my brow bone, just so that the concealer that I placed and carved out my brows with doesn't move either. Okay, so now that that is set, I noticed the first color that she put in her eyes was Sugar Cookie, which I think is one of the lightest shades in that holiday palette. So what I'm going to be doing is taking Beaches and Cream by Makeup Geek. I'm really just going to take a light hand with minimal product and blend and make sure I place the color wherever I want it first and then blend from there and build it up. Just because with these smoky looks, it can get out of hand very easily. So the less product that you take, the more time you focus on it, the better it's just going to come out. The more you just keep building up shade after shade also, the better it's going to look, I promise you. Once that color is placed down to my liking, the next color that she took was Chestnut. The closest color that I have to that that it looked like was this shade right here, and this is from MAC. This is Soft Brown, which is one of my favorite shadows. So I'm just going to pack my brush with some Soft Brown and buff that into Beaches and Cream. So now for the next two colors, I am going into a palette. So this is the Sleek Makeup. This is the Beautiful Sin palette. So this is what it looks like. The one I'm going to be dipping into is this shade right here. It's a shimmery burgundy cranberry color. So it is shimmery, but I noticed that the one Karen also used from the holiday palette is a shimmery burgundy color. On her it did show up a little bit darker, so hopefully it comes out a little bit darker on my eyes too. So I'm just going to dip in with that with a smaller, denser crease brush, and this one I am going to take just a little bit and build it up because it doesn't look like she placed a lot of this color in her crease anyway. So that's pretty much how dark I want it to be for now. I'm going to be doing the other eye just because when we go in with the blue, we still have to blend the two colors together, so we can deep it up then. So now that the eyes are blended to my liking, now I'm going to go in with the blue shade. So this is the blue shade that I'm going to be taking. It's almost like a royal blue. And this one is like highly, I mean like literally almost the exact color that looks like what's in the palette. With this shade, I'm going to be taking a flat brush And this one, I'm just going to place it all over the lid. I'm gonna wet the brush again and make sure there's a really nice amount of color on there before we wet it. So I put a decent amount of color, wetting it. Then I'm going to place it in my lid. Packing motions. Alright, so now for the fun part. So now I'm going to be taking this Art Precision Liquid Eye Color. This is also from Sleek Makeup, and it is just a very pretty blue. It looks a little deeper in the bottle, but it is like almost the exact shade as the eye color. So we're going to be adding this on top to make it just a little bit more vibrant, like how it looks on Karen. And I've kind of played with this thing already just to see like how it blends, how it stays on, how it dries. And it seems to work really nicely, so just going to place the color on here. And then take the same brush that we used for the blue and just kind of pack it in. Okay, so that's pretty much really what I wanted. So now I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and clean up the edges and the underneath part of my eye because it's literally blue. I really highly recommend this thing. This is super dope. And I love that it's super easy to blend and dry super quick. Once I added this, I blended it out and then I kind of topped it with just a little bit more blue shadow and it made it pop even more. And they literally have such a wide range of those eye things, those eye colors. It's crazy. So now for a little bit more moisture back into my face and under my eyes, I'm going to be taking this Neutrogena Healthy Skin Primer. I'm just going to pat this into my skin and also bring this up as close to my eyes as possible without getting the sunscreen in my face. Just because when I was wiping my under eyes, I took off the lotion that was obviously hydrating my under eyes. So now for a primer before makeup, I'm going to be using this Hourglass one. This is a sample size, I believe, but it's lasted me a really long time until I run out of it. So now I am going to go in with my Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. This is the shade Golden. This whole time on my viewfinder over there, it was like orange, and I was like, why is it orange? Like, my lights aren't orange. And it was because it was on the wrong setting. So now for concealer, I've been taking a more lightweight concealer. I actually just recently picked this up for my everyday kind of makeup routine wear stuff. So this is the Becca Cosmetics Aqua Luminous Radiant Concealer, I think that's what it's called. Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer. So I just pop this. I dot 3 little dots right underneath my eye just to give somewhat of a coverage right there. And then that's really where I place this concealer. I blend it out and then I'm going to go back in with something else. Now to brighten up and conceal everywhere else, I'm going to be taking my Secret Camouflage from Laura Mercier. This is the shade SC3. There we go. Now I'm going to go back in with my Laura Mercier setting powder and set everything. So now let's move on and finish the eyes. I really can't tell in the picture if she used anything. All I see are her lashes. I see some blue. So maybe I'm just going to do everything we did on top of the eyes in the lower lash line. I'm sure she used like a dark waterline color as well, but I'm not about that. Like, it just makes my eyes look small. So now moving on to finish the eyes, to brighten up my eyes, because as you can see this is still with no liner, and with black liner it would just really close up my dark brown eyes. So I'm going to go in with a nude liner. This is the NYX Wonder Brow. No, this is the NYX Wonder Pencil. This is in Light. And I'm just going to line my waterline with this and then also set it with a similar color like this. That way it just really lasts. So now after that, see, it just like brightens up my eyes a lot more. I'm going to be taking a felt liquid liner. This one came with my Deck of Scarlet palette. So I'm just going to draw a tiny line across my lash line so that I can pop on some lashes. And these are the lashes I will be using today. These are House of Lashes Iconics. So I popped on some lashes after I lined the top of my lash line. Now I'm just going to add on some mascara because that's what I have not done yet. Alright, so now with this palette in my hand, also from Sleek Makeup, this is the Face Form in the shade Light. So I'm going to be using the Light palette. I'm going to be taking this bronzer. It's actually more of a contour shade even though it's really light. I'm just going to take it as a bronzer and bronze up my face. This is a really pretty like pinkish blush, so I'm also going to take this. It is very, very shimmery, so I'm just going to see how it is. Oh, it's not that pigmented, so I'm sure it'll be really pretty on the skin. It's really pretty. I would say it's more of a summer color though. I'm going to go in with my trusty old Paaarty blush from Tarte. This is one you get in your birthday kit from Sephora. So now for highlights, I am going to be taking the Sleek Makeup highlight kit. So this is like what everyone raves about. This is the highlighting palette and Cleopatra's Kiss. So I've already dug into this. I've used this highlighter. This is a like cream based highlighter. I've used it on no makeup days. Ooh, let me tell you, it's poppin'. I'm actually going to be taking this highlight shade right here. And I'm just going to lightly put this on my cheekbones. It's super pigmented. I literally, 1, 2, pigment. So I'm not going to do that much just because this is holiday. I want the focus to really be on the eyes, so. So now, lastly, moving on to lips, I'm going to be taking MAC Strip Down and just lining my lips. So now for the actual lip color, I'm going to be taking MAC Myth. And then as a topper, you could definitely leave it like this, but I am taking inspo from Karen's photo and she did use a gloss, so I'm going to be using Laura Mercier's gloss in Sparkling. And now I'm just going to set with a dewy setting spray. This is the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin. So that is it for this makeup, guys. It is very, I just love it so much. I love the way it came out, so I hope that you guys did too. I love you all so much. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Follow me on all of my socials, linked down below and at the beginning credits. Thanks so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.